So, to summarize the past few sessions, rather than having one of you guys doing it after the break and
Thank you.
everything, yeah, having claimed ownership in one form or another across the board of the Mountainside Manor, our, shall we call you, is the merry band of adventurers for now, I suppose, had found themselves investigating the forest folk, as it were, on the behest of their friend Grick, one of the guests they had originally been tasked with getting rid of from the Mountainside Manor, alongside the playful pseudo dragon Spyro and the playful but kind of protective pixie Lulu. Let's see. The group you set out to kind of investigate, go out into the woods, having been attacked by goblins and bugbears earlier. You kind of knew what to expect. Uh, Not too long before, you stumbled into the lumbering party or scavenging party of the goblinoids roaming the forests behind the mountainside manor. Also, putting them to kind of quick, short work. They didn't put up much of a struggle. Also, finding out that there was a spectator guarding, well, watching over an abandoned temple dedicated to Ilmater, the broken god. After some magical spectacles to entertain the spectator, who seemed friendly enough, agreed to um, let you all walk in, assuming you could get through the gate, which was still locked, of course. Which is where Krath comes in with an amazing display of prowess with the lockpick. Kind of is getting you guys through it alongside with the was it guidance or was it bless? I forget which one it
It
was,
was.
but
It was. Oh, it was
yeah.
guidance. Sorry, yeah. Hashtag guidance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you are correct. Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah, you made your way down into the abandoned, long abandoned temple of Ilmater, finding chests with the remains of the previous worshippers, uh, where will-o-wisps had kind of manifested rather than just going on to a safe and sound afterlife. Treasure was also found in the bedchamber area from an ill-fated worshipper, having found themselves crushed by a cave-in, under suspicious circumstances. They were also ambushed by a trapper, a creature which was more a fleshy sheet of muscle and tissue, before making their way to the ruined prayer hall, inside which you found another creature, glowing yellow eyes. In place of a nose, it had a large, wide, gashing wound going from the start of its scalp down to where its nose should be. Charred and cracked lips, and a secondary rib cage growing out of its back, rambling about the usurper and why he should be worshipped and why you are wrong in not doing so. And after this kind of tense exchange of words, he attacked the party and found himself ultimately defeated, and an artifact was retrieved, which is also where we found the group of adventurers now. As to additional notes of the last session, because we kind of could cut that short, the the creature also carried a scroll, which Finn, if I remember correctly, still had detect magic going because he can do it innately. Would notice that it is magical. But yeah, that is it for the recap. If you're
You could say we usurped the usurper,
well,
but he wasn't the usurper. You know what I mean.
yeah,
It was a
And
pretty
Kashi
nasty
stabbed
bastard.
things a lot.
Yeah. Kashi got smashy. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ow. Ow.
Is anybody hurt? I'm in a great deal of pain.
Beautiful.
I guess it's just me who's hurt then, apparently.
No,
Must-
I haven't felt this bad since my cousin pushed me down the hill back in the village.
Cousins do be evil. Why?
I wouldn't say something
Finn
about
sort
the
of
cousin.
takes that in as if you're being serious. Processes that.
I wouldn't say something about the cousin, but pretty much the same.
Do we know why that thing attacked us? I didn't understand what it was saying, but
I think I may have pissed it off somewhat.
but you're so pleasant.
Yes, well, he wasn't.
Excuse you, Anthus.
Sorry, it's the blood.
DM, can I find that scroll that you were talking about?
Oh yeah, it is in one of the kind of fleshy-looking pouches on the side where you had found the amulet. The scroll can also be found alongside the divine amulet that I believe Bell took a hold of.
That does
Someone retrieved it.
Let me see. I think. Wait, did I take the. No, I didn't take the amulet.
Yes,
I
I
didn't take the
I
amulet,
took
but
the
I did
amulet.
take his
There we
sword.
go. That was very.
Yeah, you now have the amulet regardless of whether you
Yes.
did or not.
Whether or not you wanted
I
it.
did, I do, and I have.
Yeah.
And
What
you
are the,
are.
What are the symbols on my character?
Those were for the combat thing. They're
The combat thing that we did.
Yeah.
yeah.
That
I
one
didn't have it.
diddly fight.
I didn't know if there was like any ongoing effects or anything.
What
I'm
sort of
confident.
trace of School of Magic am I getting off this scroll, Mr. Dungeon Master, sir?
Divination. Very quickly you would kind of be able to. Well, not you actually, but yeah, divination.
Yeah, not you. You're a shit spellcaster.
No.
Fuck you. No, sorry.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at
know.
all.
I'm kidding.
The back of the head.
Oh.
All right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, Darren. Hit me up with a new character for next week.
Ah, shit!
Unscroll it and see what it is.
Yeah. So going through the kind of the arcane words and the symbols, the glyphs and words written onto the page with, the kind of shimmering ink that would be, well, you wouldn't be too familiar with it, but you'd have some clue of idea what it's, primarily used for, which is inscribing spells, and it would be a scroll of identify. Or a scroll of the spell identify, rather.
Mr. Miss Bell? I'm sorry, which do you prefer, Bell?
Just Bell will be fine, thank you.
Is there something that you can use? I have to take the spells that my teacher gifts to me. It's not something that I'm able to add to my spell book.
I recognize some of the. Yeah, I should be able to. I mean, I should. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
I hand over the scroll to Bell.
All right.
Useful. So, I'd like to take a look at the amulet thing that I definitely did pick up.
Yeah. So it is a circular amulet with one of the it's layered. So in the center there is just like a small ball of energy, right? And then there is
Ooh.
one of the kind of circles going clockwise, and then the outer one going counterclockwise. So it's like rubbing against each other with this kind of sparkling, whatchamacallit? Sparkling bit of energy in the center. However, the School of Magic and anything like that, indiscernible at this very time.
Interesting. I will keep hold of it and come back to it at some other point.
Can
Kashi
I-
would like to go up to Kraft, tap him on the, pat him on the shoulder, and say, good job on the finishing blow.
Oh yeah, I got that. Thanks.
While they're talking, can Shia look around, see if there's anything else in the room?
Yeah.
Of
So
interest?
looking around, the pillars and the man and the woman, which are the two statues, they're just depictions of worshippers of Ilmater. Their wrists are bound with the red cord. Everything is defaced across the entire chamber. Any words or anything like that, like symbols of Ilmater, holy symbols, has been scrawled over with the pentagram with the flaring sun behind it. Yeah, it's just a kind of very ruined thing, but go ahead and make an investigation check for me if you're taking like a closer check around the.
Yeah, I can roll. Hold on. Where's the other? 12.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really find anything else really worth of value. There is a lot of rubble, a lot of torn cloth, torn out pages from books. There is broken pews, bits of blood from your comrades kind of scattered across the room, pooling.
More like just from me and Finn. I don't think anybody else got touched.
No, I got fucking wrecked. I don't know, but you wouldn't care about me. But I did. I got fucking ruined. I think I was on 1 hit point by the end.
I got ruined
see, I'm on
twice.
9.
2 hit
Yeah,
points
I'm on.
twice.
Yeah, I think I got you up, didn't I?
Yeah, I think Kashi was the only one who didn't actually get hit once by the swing.
I can't remember if Jack's.
I don't think anybody else did.
No?
Yeah, I honestly forgot that Anthus got hit.
I'd
That's okay.
like to
That
take
makes sense.
a bit of a closer look at the body of the thing that we've just fought.
Yeah. Anything
just
specific
sort of-
you're looking for? Or are you trying to loot? Or are you looking for?
No, well, in the process, maybe, but
Okay.
more just taking a look at what it was and its anatomy, and just kind of taking it all in and kind of wondering what the fuck it was.
Yeah. So it doesn't appear to be like it is vaguely humanoid, right? But its legs are more gnollish. Like they're yeah, you know how dogs and gnolls they have this kind of bend on their legs. Yeah. So they have that, but it's vaguely humanoid in the way it spoke to you. It has a humanoid face. I'll use shift said creature again. It's got fur kind of growing out of the kind of otherwise dried and almost burned patches of skin that makes up the rest of its like body. But it doesn't appear. You've never seen anything like it.
Okay.
It is.
I take a mental picture of the description.
Yeah.
And will continue to rifle just in case.
All right. Yeah. You do find. How many guys? How many are you? So-
18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has to make it simple. You find 7 platinum pieces on it.
Ooh,
Ooh.
buckaroo.
That is an expression.
That is an expression. I'm not sure what it. Why?
Like, sometimes I say before I think, let me be. It's been a long day. No.
So I
Sure, it has
will
Buckaroo. Sure, it has.
walk around. I sort of put it in my hand, but as I sort of go around the group, I'm like, well, there's 7 of them, and there's 7 of us,
Yeah, how
and I
convenient.
just sort of hand them out.
Be convenient, isn't it?
You know, go over to Anthus, and I'm like, well, here you go.
Thank
You know,
you.
to Krath, and I'm like, fix yourself up. Go to Gia, and I'm like,
Yourself look
this is you should probably take this, and
Also, just to double check, the corpse that you found in the bed chambers, right? Did
Mhm.
anyone take the shield from it? It was a
Um,
non-magical shield.
If it was better than a normal shield, I would go and take it. But
No, it's an ordinary shield.
I have a jug thing in my inventory.
Yeah.
yeah, you've got a fancy jug.
The notes
like
on
anything
the
you
bed
think
of
chamber
shield?
was ceramic jug, backpack, dagger, wand.
Back a wall.
I wasn't even here for that one, so.
Yeah, the only 2 things I've picked up here is my sexy dagger and this thing's short sword.
My bad. Should have been a shield in there. But yeah, you got it.
Those were the only things that pinged with magic, though. Anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I must have deleted my notes or something because I've got no notes on last. I did pick up that wand, but I don't know what it does. If that's right.
I think last session was strictly a fight scene because I don't remember actually
Most of it
coming in
was.
here,
Hmm.
let alone anything else.
We fought the rug and then moved like one room over and fought this guy.
Oh yeah, we did fight a rug. You're right.
Oh yeah.
Forgot
Let's
about that.
Yeah, Kashi got to that one too.
make some memories then. So for this session, so I'll hand everyone their 1 platinum piece. I'm like, well, he's not using it anymore, so here's yours.
Thank you.
I would offer to heal, but I think we're done, right? We can.
Yeah, let's is this the treasure that the Oglob, what his name was?
Soglob,
Your
Yeah,
best
that's
friend,
fine.
Zoglot.
the leader of
You
the
know,
troop.
he said there was treasure that he was guarding. I mean, what is it?
We should. Either way, we should probably try and hide it when we exit.
Can I investigate the room to see if I can find any additional treasures that may be here that we've missed, just in case?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Yeet! 15.
With a
-1.
-1. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
I look and I find nothing. I'm assuming.
I hope I sniff. I find.
Well, you find a lot of things, just not usable things. Much like Shia, you find a lot of, scraps torn out, like paraphernalia of worship, like books that are torn, moldy, and kind of waterlogged. You might suspect it's blood-logged, but yeah. It's you don't find anything specifically useful now.
I believe we have
Is this
found
here an altar
anything
or something?
of value.
It's more of a preacher's pew, if you so.
Pulpit.
Kashi would
A
like
pulp,
to
thank
investigate
you.
that thing in particular.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation. 6.
It is, in fact, a preacher's pulpit.
Nothing
Made
to
of
see here, folks.
No, made of stone. It's cool.
I'm done.
Alright, so what are you doing?
This has been a success. I think we should leave.
I'm still not fully certain why we came down here in the first place.
No, that's. I mean, I think we were looking for whatever was captured. The man. You know, the quiet guy.
Correct.
Yeah,
Quiet.
him.
We never found the answer that has plagued our friend Grick, but perhaps we will find it somewhere else.
But we did deal with
A problem.
forest folk, maybe.
There was a camp out the front. I mean, was that them? I have no idea.
Maybe.
Do we know?
Maybe it was separate.
Let's walk
They
and
did
talk.
seem to be logging and sending the lumber somewhere, so maybe there's a larger encampment somewhere else.
That makes sense.
Surprisingly insightful from Finn.
I'm sorry, I blacked out for a moment there. What happened?
Kasha just sort of steps in back. This guy knows his forests.
Alright. So as you've been walking and talking on your way out, the winding corridors of the dark and kind of musty underground slowly dissipates, and you find yourselves back on the surface, greeted by Zoglob. Kind of just, the gate that you kind of had gone through on the way down, he's just still hovering there, expectantly awaiting your return. And as you come into view, is told you, didn't I? It's just a temple.
Just a temple indeed.
He looks around at everyone being all blooded and close to death.
Did you need anything else?
No, I'm good.
Didn't we say you were to come and guard our manor or something stupid?
That was a plan that we had not yet introduced to Zoblob.
Yes. I mean, there's nothing else here for you now, surely.
The treasure.
Oh yes. What was that treasure?
I don't know.
Oh,
Not allowed to look, only guard.
okay.
Well, we didn't
Okay.
find anything. Not really. We found a guy.
Did you kill him?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Good. Intruders are not allowed in the crypts.
that's what we thought. We thought, oh, Zoblob's not going to like it if there's intruders here, so we killed him for him. You know, great leader, Zoblob.
You're clever.
I try.
Noted.
Can-
You see Screeching Rotsack down there?
No.
I don't think we saw anyone.
Okay. Good. They're not allowed down there either.
I'm pretty sure I saw the other ones near our house, though.
Vogthar and Grim.
I think so.
So
Alright. When are we leaving?
Now, if you want,
Now works.
well, follow us. We will show you the way.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, got a friend.
Tenantly, like, he's... It's very clear to every one of you without an insight check that Soblob has not known much other than, like, this portion of the temple from the gate where you all entered to the gate, like the secondary gate leading down further into the temple itself, he doesn't know a whole lot. So he's tentatively like looking around with his one eye and
Aw.
the two eye stalks folded behind him, and the other two kind of just sprouting out in the air, and he is kind of hovering slowly behind you guys as you're making your way back towards the mountainside manor.
Roughly how big is he?
Literally
Who
about to
Solo?
ask the same
Yeah.
thing.
4.5 feet in diameter.
Pretty
Wow.
big for a floating ball.
Pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah.
You call him
I'll put
fat?
him in a Pokeball on my back.
Yeah.
No, like he's a pretty good chunk.
He's a
meat,
chunky
but-
boy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Chonk.
He's a chonker.
I like
Honest.
chunky.
So
Steel chunky. Red.
the forest folk that were around here, are there more of them?
I'd assume so. They showed up one day and they wanted to get into the temple, but ended up being friends with the guy. What was his name? I don't remember. But yeah, as long as they don't mess with the temple, I don't particularly care what they do with the forest. They were good company. Didn't know any
Okay.
magic tricks like you lot, though.
Did you ever overhear anything interesting from them?
No, they they could speak common, but that was about the extent of their intelligence.
Hmm.
Do you know what this some guy looked like?
This what?
What this some guy looked like? Finn believes that this person is called some guy.
Oh, he would describe to you a bugbear.
Oh, okay. So potentially the one that we already.
Met.
Yeah.
And dealt with. Hmm.
So, I'm hungry. Should we go home?
I can make food.
Can you?
Yeah.
How?
With what arms?
And he'll float
You
over
don't have
to
hands.
He's just
You'll
going to
float
do a shit on the floor, isn't he?
the ground.
Oh, please
Just
tell
imagine
me
a
it's
face
not
off
with
him.
your tongue. Ugh.
Take my strong hand.
Oh, God.
So he floats up in front of you guys, assuming you have stopped, and he just kind of buries himself into the ground, whips out his tongue, and does like these kind of whirly motions, and from it, almost magically, almost magically, food appears in front of him. Food
Sure.
and water.
How
Does
did
it
you do that?
Did I notice him cast a spell?
Yes.
Does it look
Do
like he
I have
dribbled
any
in it?
understanding of what spell it was?
Make an Arcana check.
I can do this. I can't do this.
Oh no!
As soon as you said I can do this, I fucking do it.
That's
Well,
your
that's
first
why I say
roll of
those
the
things.
year,
Yeah.
too.
Well, it definitely was a spell.
Yeah. I sneezed at the same time, and all of a sudden food appeared.
Yeah.
Shit.
Got very distracted.
Can I try and touch it? Like, poke it?
You're doing it, Peter. You're believing.
But I'm food.
Trying to touch the food and
Oh,
like the
yeah.
bowls of water. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
can I
mean,
poke it?
it's solid enough.
I look at
Like,
everyone else.
It doesn't appear to be any. He might have dribbled a little bit on it in the process of casting the spell, but other than that, it's food and it's water.
I look at everyone else. Waiting for, like, a sign not to eat it. or at least try it.
I mean, I'm proficient in medicine. Should you have any issues?
I also have the healer feat, so I can always raise myself later. I'm gonna take a bite and see what it's like.
All right. Well, it's kind of
die.
bland, but it's nutritious, and you can definitely, like, you feel yourself being fed, but it doesn't taste much of anything. It's very tasteless. It's food, but it's not
It fills the
spicy,
hole, but nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't fill the hole in the heart, unfortunately.
Is it like eating something while you have like a very heavy cold?
Yeah, that wasn't half bad, Zoblom. Nice, thank you very kindly.
Seeing that he didn't die.
How did it taste?
Like delicious, nutritious food.
You can see him puff up a bit, and then yeah, there's more where that came from. And he just kind of circles around, watching all of you guys kind of eat, taking a lot of pleasure in feeding you guys. It would appear.
This fucking character, dude.
Are we treating this as a short rest?
You can. You can, yeah.
I'm
Assuming
going
you
to-
spend more than an hour eating and
I'm-
socializing in the middle of the woods, absolutely.
So I'm fairly sure that we no longer ever need to go home.
Do we want to go on?
We have a food and water source. let's just be hobos.
Because he would, after eating a bit, whilst the rest of them are stuffing themselves, he would sit on the side meditating for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty fine, but if we're going to be chilling out for a bit, I will.
Jesus Christ.
Find familiar.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you have the 10 golds worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs? And have
maybe
a
not.
brass brazier?
No, maybe not.
Welcome to being a spellcaster. Yeah.
Well, that's just shit.
Did you just pick that up?
Yes. And I've never used it before, and I wanted a Ravenous, so I made a Ravenous. And
Ravenous.
I could have done with Ravenous. I could have done with Nogo mentioning these things instead of creating me the
Mentioning the what?
token just to shatter my dream.
What do you mean?
It's in the spell component.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally right there.
Just go for a shopping trip before the next adventure.
VP worth of a short of
Charcoal in the fire, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like how Belle needs to get a pearl worth like 100 gold for identify.
Yep.
No. So lucky it doesn't consume it.
Yeah, that's the bad
Oh, I
part.
was just gonna say, Jesus. Wait, can you use the scroll like multiple times? Isn't it a single
You
use?
can transfer it into his spell book, but it takes time and gold
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So if you were to
Yeah,
use
that's
the
one of the-
scroll, it's a one-time use. But if you were to transcribe it into, say, a wizard spellbook, it's permanent.
Wait, so you just add a spell to your... Wow. Okay.
So
Hmm.
just
So am I going-
about wizards that they can expand and expand with more than just levels, so they can technically have all of the wizards available spells in their.
And be horribly poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor wizards are powerful wizards.
I take it.
That's
I
what
think
Caleb
it's-
buys all the time. Paper.
I take it subtle spell has no effect on find familiar.
Sorry, what?
Subtle spell.
Take away
That's
the
only
certain
deals
component.
with the verbal one, I think.
Yeah.
It doesn't change materials.
Yeah.
So
Well, that is shit.
Well, now we have a reason to go into town. Because
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
we at
That-
least have more than 10 pieces of gold.
yeah, I need
For
more woods and
transparent-
birdhouses. So it's like,
For transparency purposes, that is going to be Jax's one and only goal for the moment. Collecting shopping.
Alright.
it's fine.
I think it's good for us all.
It amuses me the similarities between all of our characters.
What amuses me is the similarity between every choice me and you make in every
Me and you,
campaign.
yeah.
Please tell me you would go for Ravenous as well.
No, I haven't got Ravenous.
You've got your little ferret or weasel.
Oh, yeah.
Duke. Yeah.
I thought you said dude for a moment there. But, like, dude.
So should we play some game?
Yes.
Yes.
Should we go shopping?
All right.
So let's return home.
Yep.
When we're starting to get a little closer to the city, I'm gonna look around to see where
But-
Zovlov is, and I'm just gonna pop out a silent image of like a big bear around him or something, just to cover his image, because he's not the most natural looking thing walking back into a city, even though we're coming in from like the outside, just in case anyone spots him.
And it looks perfectly normal, us escorting a bear.
More normal than
Somebody's animal companion.
yeah.
Could
You know,
be, yeah.
someone succeeded at casting Find Familiar.
Yeah. So I'm
So,
Sorry, that was fucking brutal.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I'm gonna change my review on
Onto his head.
Is it an insight check or a perception check for the silent image
I
to
think it was
perceive
an
whether it's
intelligence
real or
one.
not?
Yes, it's an intelligence check.
A straight
Oh, it
intelligence.
started saying spell save.
It's an investigation. It's intelligence investigation check.
Intelligence investigation. Okay, thank you.
They need. I would imagine they need reason to.
Well,
check.
No, I mean, Soblob. He
Oh.
definitely realizes it is a spell, and all you can hear is this excited gurgling noise of just being super excited about seeing the spell and being encased within it. Oh god.
Natural 20. No.
Nice.
Plus 46.
Oh god. My music. It's not working.
Oh,
La música.
oh no, not the
Caramba.
music. The tunes! We need the tunes! Plays the music! The music!
Yeah. So you return to the familiar site of the backyard of Mountainside Manor, where you have found, well, at least some of you have found it a place to call home. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Sorry. The birdhouses of Anthus seeming to gain a little bit of popularity now towards the evening. It's getting darker and darker, but it's still not sunset. The birds are still kind of chirping and flying about, but they seem to be taking a liking to your birdhouses. Yeah, there you go.
Good.
They're enjoying themselves.
Good. Then they will be dinner. No,
We have so many cats here, we're gonna eat them.
Just turn around and Shire's got one in her mouth.
Oh yeah. I need to,
she comes.
What?
She comes and leaves it by the front door to fucking Skittles' room.
I brought you a gift.
Is there multiple times where like Anthus and Shire are like, do we knock on doors, you open it, and then we stand there expectantly, and then not entering the room, and then
Or you come in and then start knocking on the other side of the
start scratching at random
No,
walls?
Okay, but what about zoomies? Do we just like chill there and then like wake up all randomly, like eyes like wide open, we just run around the house real fast and then go back to bed?
Do we fight with our hind legs up in the air sometimes, like Kung Fu masters?
I mean, I do because that's my class, but
Do they stay on track more than this group?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
asking for a friend, of course.
Yeah. He lives in Galrithia.
Yeah.
We're determined to stay in the starting town as long as possible.
Yeah,
We're
sorry.
doing it.
Uh-huh.
Why not?
Making friends with the shopkeepers.
Yeah. That's
So
where the real
anyway.
enjoyment of D&D comes from,
Yeah.
anyway.
anyway,
But
we dungeons play dragons.
Yeah. Cool. You are home. With
Honey, I'm
Sob
home.
in tow.
Do we
Hi,
want
guy.
to see if he can fit down in the cellar down below? Would you like to be in the cellar, Soblob, or would you like to stay up here?
I think Diego has already picked the room.
That's the main house. That's like the main room you walk into.
Yeah, the
That's
entrance hall
probably
is that
not the
Soblob
best
entrance.
place to
Soblob
have
greeting everyone that comes to visit. That's great.
I hadn't seen
Please, a
that.
guard.
Well, oh yeah, there they are. And Bogtar and Grim, the eye stalks, come around from his left, and he seems to be having some form of not incorporeal, that's intangible conversation with them, where the words don't really make sense to any of you.
I've been there.
Yeah. He's enjoying some me time, as it were.
You're
Seemingly
Yeah.
having
In
forgotten.
public?
That is inappropriate. So
So,
oh my god.
are we? So we're home.
Yes.
Welcome home. I'm gonna go over to Grit.
Grick.
I
Grick.
don't know why I forget his name. I have it right here on my other screen. I still forget it.
Yeah.
I go over to Grick,
Mhm.
and sort of. We went to the forest and we found a bugbear and some. My goodness, what were they? Goblins? Were they goblins?
Yeah.
Yes.
And a logging camp. Is that where that you were being held? Does that ring any bells with you?
He very timidly nods.
They're all dead.
He shines up a bit. All?
All of them.
Good. Good.
And then I just sort of hand on his shoulder and nod and walk away.
Alright. Like,
I need no more explanation. Don't need to scar the poor child.
yeah.
Well, first
Didn't-
just stab one of them in the eye.
Didn't we leave one alive? I'm sure one ran away. Is that not
No,
right?
we left one alive, and then when it
And then Jacko killed it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Was everyone's been okay, there's been 3 seconds, no one said yes.
Stab.
But I
Forgive me.
Does anybody have a pearl?
I say that we go shopping.
No.
You Irish when you're shopping.
You're Irish when you're hungry for magic components.
Come
I'd
on,
like
keep
to
it
think
secret.
that we can
You're
all
Irish when
find
you're
what
drunk.
we're looking for.
Alright.
What are you looking for?
I mean, ultimately, we don't necessarily need to do it. We have money and other people. We can just ask that they bring them to us, and we can go and do something more important.
Yes.
I'm thinking we might need some sort of potion that will give us some healing while we're in combat. See if maybe there's somebody in town. Does anybody know if there's anywhere that sells potions like that? I don't know what accent I'm going for now.
Jim, would I know about the local shops in the area?
You know of the wand and the cauldron?
I'm sorry, are you saying my healing isn't sufficient?
Not when you
was
require
very helpful
touch.
to me.
Because
When you're down, if you're down, then maybe
I'm lonely and you need
it's
a
not quite as
helping
helpful.
hand.
Because I would agree that my healing is only limited, so... Wait, did you think I was offended? No.
I'm not so sure. I don't know you all that well, and honestly, I'm not quite used to reading the expressions of the youngsters. You don't really have the same range of facial expressions that people do. I mean,
Understandable.
are you happy now? Are you hungry? I'm not certain.
I think I need the bath. Also, Gamer, where is the bathroom in our building?
What?
No, Gamer! Gamer! What the fuck is wrong with me? No go. Okay, we got a bathroom in this one.
I like. Hold on. I would just like to
Your
point out.
fucking bathroom's outside, dickhead.
I would like to point out that this is a 6-bedroom, 1-bath house.
Yeah.
This is just the ground floor.
Help me.
Oh.
Help me.
All the bathrooms are upstairs.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, there's
wait,
not any
what is
bedrooms.
that
There's 7 baths upstairs.
Wait, is there an upstairs? I didn't realize there was an upstairs.
There's a
to this place.
downstairs.
I thought there was a basement, but I didn't think there was an upstairs.
And to be fair, you're cats. You'll go in any corner. It's fine.
Yeah, just give me a box with some sand. It's fine.
Oh, I'm so
There is no
sorry.
upstairs yet. If you wish to expand the building, you can do so, but
Not
it
really.
would cost a lot.
We still need to fix the building.
I offer 3 copper pieces.
To a dragon.
Yeah, I offer you all I have.
Oh, man.
About 2 copper pieces.
Oh dear.
What is wrong with my
Anyway.
brain today? I'm so sorry.
This is the second
Right,
game you
with
played
me.
tonight.
I am
Okay,
a mess.
can be.
Okay.
Anyway, so does anybody know anywhere in town like that?
Kashi chimes in very well. There was the magic shop me and Vago visited. Maybe they carry potions?
Was that the one when you said that the lady was after some possible work? doing
Yes,
something?
it was that exact one, but this is why I've decided to go in ulterior dress. I don't know, I've lost my accent. I don't want to be asked why the task has not been completed yet.
What was the task?
It was to go and get revenge on our sister.
Her
Well, get back the
spell
stolen spellbook,
Yeah, I know.
but yeah.
Well, I suppose you should lead the way then, if you know
Okay.
how it is.
I
Doody doo,
I
doody
will
doo.
come with this time.
We're taking another trip to town. What did you expect? Done.
Follow the yellow
Yeah.
brick road.
You
we
arrive
never
at
get
the.
anything done. We just sit.
Shopping.
They say after a dungeon crawl for 2 sessions.
Yeah,
All right.
we're good.
You arrive fairly expediently outside of the Wand and Cauldron establishment. The time of day at the moment would be around estimated at 6 to 6:30 p.m. So you have a few more hours of daylight. Ish. It's more of a kind of orangey days coming to an end, but yeah. You enter, and the familiar to 2 of you, very old and withered-looking elf, sits behind her counter and greets you all with a warm smile as you enter. Hello again.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm good. As good as can be. Is there
I-
anything you need?
I placed an advanced order. I'm just here to pick it up, all socially distanced, like.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys don't do delivery yet.
Yeah, weird.
Did somebody say just eat? So we'd like to make some purchases if that's okay.
Gold is always welcome, yes.
Do you by any chance have chicks list? Gives a list to lady. All of this.
That can be arranged, yes.
Good stuff.
And she kind of not exactly humpback, but she has a very crooked kind of looking spine. She's very she's
got
very
scoliosis.
yeah. And
That sounds like a vine.
and she walks over, picks out the ingredients for you to prepare and cast a spell apart from the brass brazier.
Okay, how much would 2 lots of this be?
20 gold.
Let me check my. Fuck, where's my thingy? I'll take 3 lots, please. How many gold?
That'd be 30 gold.
That's fine. So, how much is a platinum piece worth?
10.
10 gold.
Sorted.
Alright. So knock that off, and
Yep.
after that she does bring out a brass brazier for you to look at. And this, if you wish to use it, at the fee of 15 gold, you can use it one time, or you can buy it. It's up to you.
And how much would it be to purchase it?
She is visibly stops and thinks, and it's very clear she's trying to make something up, much like the DM. Yeah, 50 gold pieces.
I'll
I
take
can-
it.
You'll take it?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Yeah, there you go. I was about to say that I'd go halves with you because eventually I'll probably need it at some point as well. But sure.
If you want to use it one time, it's 15 gold.
Just use it when you're asleep.
I mean, we can go halves if either way. I'm not asked. You can use it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Alright.
Yeah, let's knock off the, what was it? 80 gold? Yeah.
Well, I knocked off 3 platinum and 50 gold.
Ravenous!
Ravenous!
Is there anything else you like?
I think my companions may have some things to buy.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm wondering if you have any potions of healing in stock.
We have some. Yes, we have both the greater and the basic ones. Which one would you prefer, my furry friend?
I believe the basic would be good. I'll have as many as I have hands.
The what? Basic? Oh, basic. Yeah. What? How many did you want?
As many as I have hands.
I think he means 2.
Yeah, 2. It'd be 100 gold pieces.
Finn puts his hand into his pocket, pulls out a paw full of just loose coins, and looks expectantly at Kashi.
Kashi helps him take off the required amount of monies.
Okay.
Just looking between the two of you
Like
before.
your seeing eye cat.
Thank you for your patronage. Is there anything else I can help you with?
By any interest, when she was picking them up, did she like turn away or turn behind her, or bend down?
What? Oh, when she takes the gold from you.
Or when she was getting the potions?
Oh, she bends down behind the counter. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna ping a detect magic.
Most of the things in this shop is magic. You know, there's shelves kind of stocked with wares. There's potions. Not many weapons and armors, but there is a lot of scrolls, a lot of books. Most of it gives some form of, even if it's not a lot of like magical, you know, it's not like the books doesn't necessarily look like spell books. They're not scrolls or, you know, anything like that. Like they don't give off the same energy, but they do seem to have some semblance of magical properties to them.
Oh, sorry. So we're finished.
Do you have anything? I've lost the accent. I don't know where I'm going. Do you have anything else magical in stock that might be of interest?
Well, that would depend. What is interesting to you?
I'm just gonna point at one random thing that's had a magical glow on it.
Alright. Alright.
I'm sorry. No, go.
It's fine. I'll do this. Alright. That would. So you're pointing at a vase. A vase looking kind of, or what is it called? The things that fancy people have and whiskey in and stuff? Kaffir?
Fuck.
Yeah, whatever. One of
Yeah.
those. It
Decanter.
looks kind of decanter. Thank you. Yes, and it's kind of crystally, like it's see-through, but it doesn't have anything visible inside of it. It looks more like a, you know, like a. Fuck, what is it? God damn it, my words. It's very fancy. I'll just say that. It's very fancy and crystal looking. Yep.
That's nice.
There you go.
I like it.
That thing is a decanter of endless water.
It's like regular water. There's more of it.
Yes, that is in fact what it is.
How much would you? I'm not used to the notion of commerce, so I don't know what you would want in exchange for it. I know that my friend earlier looks around for
Commas are usually used to separate a sentence into two where a punctuation isn't required.
I don't know if I missed the question. Or if the answer doesn't make sense to me.
Cross-eyed.
It took me a moment, but I got it.
I'm still lost.
I got it immediately, and I was just like, did he really go with it?
Finn asked that he was unfamiliar with commerce, but she explained commas to him.
Yes.
She doesn't hear very well.
No. How much would an item such as that be?
For you and your generous patronage thus far, 500 gold pieces.
Ah!
I'm not certain that I have that much.
Can I make an insight check to see whether she's actually bullshitting him or not?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Because I may just technically believe that it is actually 1,000 gold pieces worth or 500 gold pieces worth of item.
Can I try and convince her to reduce her price by? Well, we've done some deals. We've had questioning your prices, and I'm not doubting your integrity. But is there any chance we could get it a bit cheaper?
Well, if you bring me back my spell book, I'll throw it in.
I mean, that's generally a very good deal. I can't argue with that.
Good.
Is there any chance we could?
I think I'm done. Anybody else?
Is there any chance we could loan it, on condition that we get the money back once we return with your
No. I run a business here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a good portion of the value of the item, and if we
500 gold pieces.
there's no persuading
Something?
this bitch.
I actually have a
Yeah.
question, if I may.
Oh, you're
No, that's Finn.
No go.
scarred?
Yes. No, I actually have a question before I even address this lady properly. So, in my backstory, I have connections to a significant other that would provide me a ring because I would have been married. My question being...
Is it platinum?
Is it platinum? Do I have to buy two, or can I just buy one?
It's made of platinum now, and just buy one.
Sweet. With that in mind, my lady, I would. Do you sell platinum rings, or do you know of someone who might?
Well, yeah, I don't sell them personally, but
I'll give her
down
a
in
silver piece. It's just to say thank you for telling us the information, because it's not worth it. Her just not, it's not worth it to her to direct us to another salesperson. So I'll give her a silver piece and say, for the information.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, there is a blacksmith down in the common district. Garon Reno at Reno's Sword and Board.
Garen Reno was that?
He can probably help you.
And also, would you know of anyone who commerces in gems?
Or it's probably the general store.
I'm talking expensive gems. Diamonds worth multiple hundred gold coins.
That'd be the jeweler, dear.
Here's another silver. Can you direct me to the jewelers?
Sure.
And she pockets the silver real quick. And there is one called the... she basically gives you directions to one in the Noble District called the Gem of Splendor. The store.
My lady, I did not realize that there were two jewelers in this city. One in front of me, and the one that you've directed me to.
Sorry, but what?
And he goes, thank you for the kind information. And he looks at everyone else and goes, blacksmith.
I assume I'd know the way to the blacksmiths.
Are we done here, or anybody else need anything?
Yeah, I'd like to sort of when everyone else is kind of, and I'd be like, I could use another pair of eyes. My
And a new set of bandages
I have
for the look of it.
Yes. Yes. My my experience with the arcane is fairly recent. I could use someone who's been in it significantly longer than I have to take a look at something for me.
Okay, I can do that.
Could I somewhere a little perhaps more private?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Medical item called Muddeck.
I'm so glad that no one said anything, because I have the isolated sound of Nogo going, ooh.
Yeah. She does take you specifically upon request into the kind of back room. It's musty, kind of dusty. It's like dust
It's her.
flying in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dusty in the entire room. It's flying everywhere. As she opens the doors, you can actually see from the waft of the wind, or like the wind draft, there's just dust like coming off tomes and all types of things. And in the center is a small, well, not small, but average sized circular table, where she walks around,
Eh, will this be good?
scratches her chin.
Just sort of looking around, careful not to touch anything. I cast Unseen Servant just to kind of tidy up around me. And I kind of will continue just to the there's no easy way to explain this. And I start unbuttoning, the front of my whatever I'm wearing, and I sort of turn around and just drop like the shoulder of the cloak that I'm wearing,
Yeah.
and underneath there's just like a full body of like scarified patterns across, all down one side, all down the back, and they just continue all over kind of the body. And I'm like, do you recognize any of these? The research that I've done is that they're spells, but a lot of them I have no idea what they are.
So her initial excitement when you start unbuttoning your thing quickly disappears as
I
the
did it that way
scars.
for a reason.
Yeah, as the scars come to show, and she inches closer. And
Oh, interesting. What?
she actually like takes a hold of your arm and like starts tracing the patterns and looking over it.
Eh, what was the request?
Do you know any of these spells? They are. A lot of them escape me. I mean, this one here. I understand this one, and I mean all of these, not so much. I've had to kind of decode them. They're not in any sort of. They're not my spells from my spell book. I don't understand how these ones are working.
How did you end up in such a state?
If you recognize any of them, perhaps that will help me work out how.
Well,
She takes a grip of your elbow and traces a part of the your forearm about yay big.
this is an ancient incantation from the Charkian Empire. They did spells differently, you see. They served Mistra.
And
This would be Burning Hands.
My goodness. And so and we sort of have a bit of a nerdy conversation as to kind of what each bit would mean in the language that it would be. And what was it? The mist. Can you repeat that for me? Because I was too busy listening.
yeah. It was it's like the Charkian way of inscribing spells into books and everything else, which is the long lost civilization of previous Charcania. There's also Mistra, the goddess of magic, is who they supposedly served, and that is where their kind of what should you call it, prowess with magic comes from. Their efficiency in inscribing and the power of the spell itself would be amplified.
And I thank you. Do this one, the Chakian way of inscribing, but there's nothing else you recognize. I'd need to do more research into Charkian inscriptions, and you're just aware that that's, one of the simpler versions that you can see. Is that right?
They're all kind of mumbled together. I'm afraid. It's kind of like a puzzle. Whoever did this to you is a cruel man or woman,
Mm.
but brilliant. Brilliant beyond belief.
And she continues to try and piece the inscriptions together, but doesn't seem to have any initial luck on the thing.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and add Burning Hands to your spell list.
Thank you. What level is Burning Hands? Just so I know, is it 1?
I think it's a level 1 spell, yeah.
I'm pretty
so-
sure it's 1.
It is. I looked it up.
Okay. So thank you.
I was curious what it did.
So I thank her for her time.
It's free of charge. It's not often you get a enigma like this to try and solve. I would rather you come back for further further decryptions.
I'm sure you would. I'll
Yeah.
I appreciate this. It's nice to have someone that shares the mystery of a slightly more pleasurably than I do.
Magic.
I will. I'll and with that I'll start dressing myself again.
She watches intently.
Get the
Grunting.
my unseen servant, and I'll put it back on again, and I'll look to head back outside. I think it's only fair that I actually look for something to purchase, considering that was free.
Yeah, she follows you out, looking over the rest of you. She doesn't seem to.
I have a feeling that everyone's just outside doing.
Yeah.
I'd like to think we heard the noises that the woman made, but not what Belle heard. So, like.
Oh dear.
Krath, what?
Yeah, before they come out, Krath is gonna say, "I'm gonna go wait outside," and as I leave the door, I am gonna steal something that's closest to the exit.
Okay.
Just gonna like nick a random thing and like quickly take a thing and leave.
All right. Sure.
How do
I mean, make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I'm also trying to hide it from the others. So.
All right.
Mm.
13. Anyone that is keeping an eye out for whether it's being stolen or not?
I would have passively noticed.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, with the passive perception.
The passive perception mine is 16.
Yeah, you
mine's
would have known.
14 as well.
Oh my god.
So you.
I think Finn's the only person who didn't notice.
I didn't know it. I wasn't there.
I like the idea that he did it and left, like being like, "Yes, nobody saw," and everyone just watched him.
I mean, I wanted to do it because I thought like we were all gonna go wait outside and or leave at the same time. Then I realized she was gonna be there and I wouldn't risk her seeing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So as
Everyone
you
notices, but he does no mention of it.
as you kind of reach out for this thing, you grab it and head for the door, and you walk out of the door or open to leave. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, no.
She's a maid.
How do I do that?
Everything's protected.
So in the upper corner, upper left-hand corner, right
Constitution.
underneath your profession.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
there you go.
decent.
All right. saved.
Whew.
So
But she
You
probably
get-
knows. Fuck.
that would be. You are afflicted with
1,000
flesh
damage.
rot.
Oof.
Oh god, that's a high level spell.
You said I saved though. What?
Yeah, you take half damage.
No, it's no damage
No, it's
yet.
Oh my god.
Fuck is that?
So flesh rot, the creature's flesh starts decaying. The creature has disadvantage on charisma checks and are vulnerable to all damage, meaning you take double damage from all sources until cured.
Does she notice that he's stolen it as well, or not?
Well, she hasn't come out yet. I think she's in the process of oogling Bell
Okay.
at the moment. Canonly.
Jesus,
fine with
flesh rot, that's fucking savage.
Oh, please charge him 300 gold to cure it. That was
Yeah.
so brutal.
What did he-
She's noticed, and she's going to charge him to cure it.
What did he steal? What
Yeah,
item
what did he
was
get?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, was this worth it?
Yeah, that's what I want to know now.
Well,
Empty milk crate.
it was a bell. That's
Yeah.
why people noticed.
It was
He
just-
stole the bell that goes off when you open the
oh wow.
He's just up on a little step ladder
Ooh.
unscrewing it.
Gling, 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 gling.
Yeah.
He stole the door.
the door to the safe.
Yeah.
No,
That's
Oh
not.
my God.
That's a.
I
that's
hear those
actually
are good shields. Sorry.
Yeah, that was
No,
actually wasn't too bad. You stole a pair of bracers of defense.
Oh, that's
That's-
worth
that's
one of the ve-
hot
one of
money.
the very one of the
Worth.
very few pieces of armor she actually has.
worth.
That'll help protect you from the double damage.
Yeah.
Those things
I
are
would like to
amazing
point out
stuff.
I'd like to point out if we're going off of passive perception, Shia did not notice.
Oh,
Hers is a 12.
not bad, not bad. One potentially very fatal disease contracted. One pair of defense acquired.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyone else getting up to any shenanigan?
Anthus is just chuckling. He's just laughing.
Alright.
I'm
Yeah,
tempted to, as I come out, he goes, you know what? I'm really interested in buying a pair of braces of defense.
Please tell me they're like at least 2,000 gold or some shit, or like.
They're close to that, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there's
I
something
mean,
like
that is.
1,200 or something ridiculous.
Jago's not going to. Vega's not going to say anything.
it's plus
she's-
2 AC.
Yeah.
Not bad. Like it's,
Provided
Yeah, that's-
you wear any other armor.
yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
I'm,
So-
Yeah, they're mostly for monks and casters.
Fuck.
Yeah. And barbarians.
I mean,
So-
it's still plus
Oh, yeah.
2 AC, like, hey.
Vega's
Yeah,
not going to do anything or say anything to Kraft, but he's going to write his name on his list on the list.
Alright.
I'd like to sort of peruse spell components. So I'm looking for a pearl that I can use for my identify spell. I'm looking for what else? I'm looking for perusing the scrolls because he said there were scrolls. So
Yeah.
if
There
there's
are scrolls.
anything interesting there that.
Alright.
Damn it, Bron.
But let's do this.
Bron has cursed you for all eternity.
Yeah. fucking
So
right, I have.
a pearl you can find fairly easily. You know, like it's not like
Is it a pearl worth 100 gold?
well, one of them is bound to be, but there is a gathering of pearls in one corner of the store, or in one section of the store. There is, you know, a lot of different pearls, and yes, quick, you know, one or two quick questions, and you very quickly have
Yeah.
in front of you
Thank you.
a pearl worth 100.
How much is it? How much are you going to charge me for it?
100,
110.
probably.
it's only worth that much, but what she charges for it is entirely up to her.
Well, if you promise to come back and let me decipher your
That's code. That's definitely.
secrets, well, 75 gold for the pearl. Let's say.
It was a
That pearl is
decent
now worth
discount.
75 gold.
Yeah, see, you haven't got enough
No,
for your
it's
spell.
it's worth 100. That is true.
He's just paid 75 for it. It's worth 75. That's
It's worth
No.
whatever
So
anyone
Bell
pays.
should pay 100 for it.
It's worth 75 and her getting to ogle Bell again. It's fine.
Anyone with like
Technically,
a low
you
passive
basically
insight
cost
is
the same.
thinking that's a banging.
Again,
Yeah.
it's fine.
So I have a pearl. Thank you very much, and I will. And I'll take a look at your spell scroll as well, please.
So through them, going through them, yes, in general, you find that
Mhm.
one of them is Scroll of Arcane Lock, Scroll of Dragon's Breath, Scroll of Flock of Familiars, Scroll of Invisibility.
Flock of Familiars, is that just a better one than the one that Jax has just spent 300 gold on?
I don't recognise Scrolls of Flock of Familiar. Is that a homebrew one or is
That's
that a new one?
Isn't that
Plus
the
Laboratory of Kvalish.
I love it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's
And
fine.
Kvalish?
If I get that, I'll just be better than him.
Yeah.
If she's ripped me off, I'm going to write her name in my list.
Oh god.
Dear. Trust me, I'm already on her list.
Scroll
What
of
is this?
Maximilian's Scroll of Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Oh. Poog.
Scroll of Spider Climb.
Speed
And
ray.
where is it? There it is. Scroll of Dispel Magic. Scroll of. I'm just looking. Spoiler alert! I'm just looking through the wizard spell list and looking at things that look cool.
I tell you what, let's just roleplay that I bought something,
Okay.
and then you send me. Then I will look through the list and perhaps tell you
And
what I
find
bought.
something.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we can carry on
You
with.
don't know the
whatever.
prices yet, do you?
Yeah. What's the price of these scrolls? I'm assuming they're all very expensive.
Well, for the first level spells, I'll charge you 150 gold pieces each. For the second spell slot, second level spells, just call it 225. And for 3 and above, it increases at a 100 gold increment.
Bell just undoes 2 buttons. How about now?
All right, let's get on with the
I
game.
had to.
You know what? I know where you are. I need to have a look at what's already on my body and what's already in my spell book. I'll come back.
I can say
Okay.
while Bell is just looking through all the scrolls, Cash is going to go up there, hold out his sexy dagger, and just say, I found this. Can you tell me anything about it?
At a price, I certainly can, yeah.
Nope, but I can.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
You'd need to transcribe the spell into.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's 50 gold per spell. Worth
Okay.
of
Per level, yeah.
parchment and ink. Yeah. Oh, per level. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, unless you're a freaking order of scribes.
For a price, I can tell you what this rather peculiar weapon is, yes.
Name your price.
50 gold pieces.
You just hand her 5 platinum pieces.
Thank you for your patronage.
And for anyone proficient in magic, she casts the identify spell on it.
Oh,
Can't even make a profit from it.
this is
Watching closely.
this is named weapon, you see. It's called.
It starts with S.
It starts with Sis. Its name is Syzygy.
Syzygy.
Dave.
And it's cursed.
And, well, once per 8 hours of rest, you would be able to channel the divine energy within this weapon using a, what we call in the business a bonus action.
That's so good. That is the best.
I love this woman.
I'm sorry. That is the best way that someone has ever explained how something works. I'm sorry. That is flawless.
That was really funny.
That was beautiful.
In doing so, you create 10 ethereal floating images of this weapon floating around you for 1 minute. When you make an attack that lands with this weapon, you would be able to consume up to 3 of these images in order to deal an additional 1d4 damage per image consumed.
That's
An additional stab.
I feel like this old woman says bits of it and then she speeds up at like the underwriting bit.
Yeah.
At the technical bits.
yeah. Was 1d4 per dagger consumed?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so I can basically roll an additional 3d4 damage if I hit.
That's pretty good.
That's okay.
Oh.
Just to speak perfectly honest with ourselves, when I named it Sexy Dagger, I was right.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty sexy.
Here it is.
Sexy dagger.
It's a dagger that's sexy.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Do you have a picture of my wand?
Excuse me?
I do.
No, but the old lady does.
Talking to the old woman.
Oh, there's so many good titles for this episode. God damn it.
Cool.
We can be like Gamer's Wand. We could be
Gamer's Wand.
The Boy Who Rotted.
Talking
No,
of
it shouldn't
wands,
be
I need to go
green.
for a wee.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, should I just make 3 Constitution saves to see if it actually sticks?
Huh? No, it is DM amplified. It is
Okay,
it's
so I
not
just have it.
it's not an ordinary
sticky.
thing. Yeah.
So I just have it now. Damn. Okay.
Oofed.
Oh, I'm done.
No, okay.
Maybe if someone figures it out, we have a cleric with a restore ability.
I mean,
Maybe.
they all saw it.
Do we?
I didn't see nothing.
So,
Jack.
The one,
will there be anything else I can do for you, my black-furried friend? Do you have any inscriptions on your body, perchance?
That's a weird thing.
Do
to
you say that out loud?
She did, yeah.
Just asking. No? Okay.
Didn't you have some braces of defense? And I could continue to kind of. I'll start making my leave.
So I still need to go to the blacksmith, guys.
He's just standing in the corner. Did you?
Yeah, they're over.
He was on the toilet. Don't look at him.
All right.
Child
So
just
everyone
staring off
bids
into
their leave.
space. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
meanwhile, my flesh is rotting outside.
Look, I am respecting your decision for wanting to keep that subtle, so I am not going to say anything about it. So you have to bring it up to me if you want it to be healed. Oh wait, what are the spell components for restoration? I've never played a cleric before, so what's the spell components for restoration?
God.
Lesser restoration.
Spell component God.
It is. It's just God. Thanks. That is correct.
Yeah, but what I'm curious about is it a lesser restoration thing, or does it require greater restoration?
It says
I
it
mean, it's
can.
a 5th level spell.
It says it can
Or
do.
does it require atonement?
It says it can do disease. So.
No. It
Either one disease.
one
or
disease or one.
condition.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Theoretically.
Dang.
So anyway, let's go to the blacksmith. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, you'd all slowly notice that Krath's skin is kind of blackening in places, like black spots, starting to get a little bit blistery.
What
And-
is wrong with your
Something that half
skin?
elves do. Half orcs do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Shaya's just curiosity's gonna peek, and she's gonna tilt her head and look him over. What is wrong with your skin?
I made the stupid mistake of stealing from a mage. And now my flesh is rotting.
She's gonna like, she's gonna stare at him for a second, look him up and down, and just like take a step back. Yeah.
COVID's back, and this time it's
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, and just pulls out a paper cloth and puts it around his face, and then starts hand sanitizing.
It's the corruption 2.0.
Vago's going to mutter under her breath. If you can't trust those in which you share your bed, you can't trust anyone. And just carries
I
on.
wouldn't be
Cash is
sharing
just
my
going
bed
to
with
look at
his
the-
skin falling off.
Cash is
So-
going to look at his skin, look at himself and say, I'm flattered, but you didn't need to go that far to copy me.
So you're going to.
His name was Garen Reno or Reno.
Reno
Okay, so
sword and board.
yeah, is
Reno
everyone-
Jackson.
Is everyone going there?
Reno 911. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him look at my body as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
About time.
The other parts.
Yeah, sure. And as we're walking, I'd like to ask Enthis if he has a way to heal whatever the fuck's happening to me.
I might do. Not today. So you have to suffer for today. I even if I had the ability today, I am spent, unfortunately, magically. But I'm happy to give it a tending
Maybe
to
next
tomorrow.
I'm not gonna learn my lesson by taking double damage for 7 in-game days. Fuck.
No,
I'm sure you can find a temple.
yeah.
True.
The city's bound to have magical healing as well as your standard run-of-the-mill bandages and what have you.
Belle,
Yeah, but
I hear your body is a temple.
True.
I think it was. It's more like a ruin now.
So, Vago's not a big fan of thieves. So she's going to attempt to persuade Kraft that there's an old wives' tale that if a thief willingly removes his own hand, he'll be cured of any wrongdoing.
Oh, we're here already.
But yeah, she's going to attempt to persuade him that. He doesn't have to do it, but I want to try and persuade him to believe that if he eventually needs to save himself from this, that removing his hand is an option.
Okay, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Looking kind of...
At the
Yeah.
bottom of my list to do, thank you.
Yes, the very bottom before I die.
No problem.
But yeah, I can fix it. At some
So-
point,
Tomorrow.
if I feel like it.
As you're walking and talking, you make your way down into the common district. The kind of worn and torn, the otherwise kind of, the contrast between the noble and the common district is very distinguishable. There's no cobblestone streets. Now it's just mud and dirt. The faces are miserable. The faces that you do see, everything like that. You walk past the same sign that you had walked past a few days earlier? Question mark. Where the ruins of peace have been kind of scrawled upon crossing out the word Temple of Peace to ruins. On your way to Reno's Sword and Board, you're greeted by a very
Sorry, DM, I just
hum-
wanted to real quick one thing. I just wanted to slip in next to Yargo as we're walking. See, you know this city a little
Yeah,
bit.
go
Is
rock
that
and roll.
correct?
I do indeed. Wait, I do indeed.
I'm looking around and I don't understand why the people here. I mean, where the manor is, they have so much money, but here they don't, and I don't understand. Is this a city thing, or it's very weird to me?
Unfortunately, my friend, I believe that you come from a very sheltered place. Generally, in the more built up areas, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. The rich essentially force the poor to work twice as hard for half as much. And unfortunately, this is the way it's always been.
And they just let them? That's terrible.
Unfortunately, with power and money comes power and influence. So, if you don't have anything, if you have everything, it's quite hard for someone who has nothing to take it from you. And that's essentially how wars happen. Unfortunately, we live in a place where the whole place is run like that. You don't need to have money to have everything, but you need to have power. And when you have no money and no power, you have no chance.
Krath is gonna mumble under his breath. Power is everything.
He's going to mumble under his breath, what, sorry?
Power is everything. Here.
Unfortunately, the poorest, strongest man can have everything. And the richest, weakest man can lose everything. But if you're the poorest and the weakest man, you'll forever have nothing.
Unless you have apples on a hill.
I've eaten all those.
But how about you teach him how to fish then?
Finn is not. This is like a completely foreign concept for him, and he just sort of gives one of those nods that it's clear that he's okay. I have no idea what you're saying, but okay.
What are things like where you come from?
I mean, the village looks after each other. You know, we all work, we all contribute, we all share in the rewards together.
I like the
I
idea.
mean, I don't understand why it can't work here unless people don't want it to work.
People won't allow it to work.
Communism never works.
The good leader of our area, and she'll say it rolling her eyes, wouldn't allow it to happen. As much as it would be mutually beneficial to everyone. When the top 5% gain nothing from sharing it with the bottom 95.
I don't know what this word percent means.
Oh. When the richest of the rich share, they don't gain anything. They only lose.
Okay, he just lapses into silence, trying to puzzle that out in his head.
Yep. And eventually you do arrive outside of Reno's Sword
Sorry
and
to
Board.
waylay you, Nogo.
No, it's fine. It's roleplay. As you walked and talked, you made your way there. And you're greeted by a very humble-looking, kind of billowing building, where in the center there's just this one big kind of open slot, like open area where like black smoke is just billowing out, and from the inside you can hear the kind of distant ding, ding, of a blacksmith hammering onto
Steel
something.
drums.
Yeah, war drum. We're in Mines of Moria now.
I walk
When
in.
you mentioned the ding, I just saw a dwarf holding like a triangle instrument going ding, ding, ding.
Yes, I love it. So I walk in.
Yeah.
What's the inside like? Is it dirty? Is it busy? Who's inside?
It's definitely not busy, but it is dirty. Everything is kind of in shambles. You're greeted by a male human hammering onto what looks to be some form of sword that needs straightening or some form of like alteration to its shape, trying to work out the kinks. Well,
I like feet.
Shush! Ding!
I like feet.
I like feet too.
I like feet.
They're good for walking.
But that's just
That is
what they'll do.
Yeah.
That's boots, not.
I wasn't
Well, feet are
expecting
terrible
anyone.
for walking on their own. They need feet to accompany them.
Excuse
I
me.
You're excused. Can I do anything for you?
Platinum ring.
Oh, yeah. I can probably one. Are all of you walking into the shop, by the way?
Yeah.
Whew.
Shia as well.
Yeah, Shia is. She's walking in and actually taking an interest in the stock as opposed to the previous store where she just like stared
Yeah.
at nothing.
Well, when you walk in, you do recognize this human.
Ooh.
I was wondering.
Yeah, you've met him before, and he kind of, I can probably excuse me, miss.
She looks over at him and gives him a smile and a slight wave.
All right then. All right. Yeah, I'll be right back. And he disappears out the back, and in here, like there isn't a whole lot of anything quite really. Like there are weapons, but most of them are probably in like just wrought iron or some form of not very high quality, or at least the ones on display. Coming back in after a few minutes, he holds the what looks to be some form of orb or ball. Is this platinum? I could melt it and have it made into a ring. I could do that.
Yes.
Shouldn't take too long.
How much would it cost me?
How much does the spell component?
50 gold. It's a platinum ring with 50 gold. If I'm not mistaken. Let me just ping Lisval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 50 GP.
Well, depends really. Do you want it decorated, like engravings or anything like that, or
No. Simply
No?
to fit around a finger.
yeah, this tends to be what rings do. I'll
You wouldn't know these days. People are putting rings on many things.
Jesus fuck.
Penis.
Thanks, Skills. Thank you for clarifying.
I've seen people with rings on their ears and noses.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
if you just want the plain
Clearly.
ring, I can.
I mean, usually for the penis, it's a bar, not a ring.
What?
I can probably do it for 50 gold if it's just a plain ring you want.
That would be most agreeable.
All right, I'll have it done by tomorrow afternoon.
Are you any good at building houses?
No, you'd probably want to go to the wooden dare
The wooden where?
The wouldn't dare.
Oh, that's a great
Carpenter.
name. That's a great name.
I hate it. I hate it.
Oh,
Over
over there.
over to the couple of streets down and to the right. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very kindly. Take 51 gold.
Well, wow. Oh.
It's quite a lot of money, but fuck it. It just means I have no gold, which is neat as shit.
Thank you. And
I would like to, just a question. Was he the one that approached me on the streets, or was that what happened afterwards?
he
That...
was the one that approached you on the street
Okay.
as you were walking your way towards the palace.
Okay.
Well, thank you very kindly. How long will it take for it to be made?
Tomorrow afternoon. I can probably have it ready in the by later tonight if you.
No, it's no rush, no rush, no rush.
You,
I don't want you to stress in any sense. Thank you very much for your kindness.
Well, if there is money to be made, I'm sure you're aware the stress is worth it.
But you've just unfortunately expended my money, so I will come tomorrow.
So speaking
okay.
of money and time and whatnot, do you have any scimitars for sale that aren't already out here on display?
I mean, yours looks pretty good.
She glances down at her hip and then up at him, and she's like, "Yes, it is, but I'm simply wondering."
Yeah, I'm not exactly a master craftsman, nor do I have the ability to magically enhance my craft myself. So I think anything you can get from me, you already kind of have. I'm afraid. Sorry.
She
But,
she's gonna tilt her head at him and lift an eyebrow. If you say so.
Yeah. Have you changed your mind by any chance? Perhaps well, never mind. Feel free to come back tomorrow for your ring, and if you need anything else, I'm here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He gives you a nod and looks to Shia again before going back to kind of hammering
the of defense.
No, those are magically enhanced, I'm afraid. And I can't do that by my own. Thank you.
Thank you, boyo.
Boyo?
What was his name again? I know Reno, but the first name?
Garon. Garon. Garon.
Sitting in the tree. K-I-S.
Wait, what did you say?
Garon Reno.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow. And I feel
good.
like I would have a better answer for you tomorrow.
Okay. Good. Pleasure. And he puts the kind of ball of platinum into a melting pot and starts kind of melting it as he's still working on the sword. As you exit, you find yourselves in the again common districts. Is there anything else you'd like to do or go to visit?
I want to go find this this wood shop. What was it called again? Sorry, Wouldn't Dare.
Yeah, the Wouldn't Dare.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, do you want to go and see your temple because we're near?
Not today. I'm not feeling up to it. I feel like that would be an excursion and a half, so I wish to go when I'm fully awake.
Yep.
What does that word mean, excursion?
Oh, like it would be stressful. It would be
Okay.
it would be difficult.
It means adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, like a tough adventure.
Journey.
Yeah.
So you make your way towards the wooden dare woodworkers or carpenters. As you're approaching, the exterior kind of has this wooden sign hanging outside of it where it just says the wooden dare. The smell and kind of air is just a lot of dust, like a lot of dust and sawdust. The smell of freshly cut wood and similar fills the air as we'll take a 5-10 minute break.
Is it wooden air?
Wouldn't dare.
No, this place is wouldn't dare, but can we smell wooden air?
Yes, you can.
Over here and wooden there.
Yeah.
Am I filling you with wooden despair?
Get out.
Is this place
Oh,
run
boy.
by Leonore and Theodolt?
No.
No?
No.
Are they at least elves?
Wait, those are my not my
Those
parents.
are your parents' parents.
Yeah, I remember. I recognize those names. My past.
Alright.
They're in
I
the
like
Twilight
Fate.
Zone now.
Shut up. I like it.
While we're in
Yeah.
this, can you refresh my memory as to
Yeah,
what
I'll
we
send it to
had?
you.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
We return as Anthus, I believe, is leading the charge into the Wooden Dare Woodworkers shop.
Yes. Who would
Yeah.
have thought it? So I walk in. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. You're instantly greeted by a elf, probably in his hard to tell, but probably 30s, 40s, something like that. Cleanly shaven. Doesn't look much of anything. Kind of plain. Has a pair of like heavy set like gloves on him, leather, and is currently in the process of the thing you do where you
Sanding.
shave,
Shaving.
like you do the shaving for some form of banister or similar. Yeah. And he looks up and hello. Can I help you? Is there a emergency or again?
Well, do you do houses? Like, do you repair houses?
We can, yeah.
What's your rates?
I mean, for the material and the man hours, are we talking like a full restoration, or is it just like a room, or what are we talking about here?
Can we organise you to come and have a look at our house?
Sure.
So you-
It's a full thing.
Yeah.
So where is it? Is it in the
I provide him the address.
and his eyebrows kind of lifting. Oh, the Noble District. Huh? I mean, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I can probably come have a look. Yeah. Is there all right. Yeah.
Tomorrow morning?
Sure, can do.
Okay.
I'll bring my wife with me though, but she's part of the job.
That's more than okay.
Okay.
What's your name?
Darren Timberso, thank you.
Ah!
What's your wife's name?
Nina Timberso.
There you go.
What's your shop called?
The
Wooden
Wooden
Dare.
Dare. You wouldn't dare! I love it. That's great. Well,
Absolutely flawed.
you've got fine names. Honestly, heroic names. Yeah, we'll see you
But one of
tomorrow.
you sound like a fucking warlock.
Yeah, one of you sounds like a warlock. I don't know.
Alright, I'll need some form of a way to get through the gate.
Could we come and get them? Would that be a thing that's viable?
Could I write them like a note?
A note.
Yeah, like a pardon.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, okay.
It should be sufficient enough. If any trouble, we'll just be held captivity until you guys come and vouch for us. But
I will come in the morning to meet you at the gates. How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll sure. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Yes, and you. Farewell.
I feel that he will be the future leader of our group.
Yeah. All right. So you exit and make your way back home, I assume, or is there? Someone wanted to go to the jeweler.
No, I just wanted to know where it is for future reference, so that I didn't have to ask around when I was off level and off gold to get diamonds for Revivify.
Gotcha.
I was like housekeeping ahead of time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did Kraft want to find the temple?
The thing before it piled up.
Sorry?
Did Kraft want to find a temple?
That depends. I mean, I don't know how the spell works. Does it get worse? Is any of the damage to my skin permanent or anything? Or is it just like... Yeah, I wouldn't know, I assume.
You can make a medicine check.
I could help you with that.
Yeah, Belle could also
Potentially.
make a medicine check.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask if someone... like.
Have you seen this?
Was half the arm falls off.
Nothing off the bone, like pulled pork.
Okay, I guess on the way back, I will stumble up to Belle and ask. So I had a lapse in my judgment and stole something
me too,
from...
roughly about the same time.
Yeah. and stole something from... what was her name?
Beretta.
I stole something from Beretta, and the lapse in my judgment was stealing from a mage, and it was trapped. And now my flesh is whatever is happening. Oh, not the whichever arm doesn't have the fucking thing on. I'm gonna yank down and show the skin.
So it would be on your left arm that you're showing.
My goodness.
Yeah.
You can make a medicine
interesting.
check, Belle.
Bleh.
With advantage.
Bloop. Bloop. There you go.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. The
Just imagine the
blisters.
6 bass spit on it or sleep on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's like the blisters, the blackened kind of patches of skin showing signs of necrosis, and the kind of eerily familiar looking kind of indentures into the skin.
That means that my skin cells are dying, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You perfectly diagnose it as flesh rot, which you also would know is a magically induced disease, not a very commonly found in nature, if you so will. It does, but generally from infection from magical creatures.
Oh my goodness. Did you want to particularly live Any more?
Jesus fuck.
I mean, yes, of course.
I think you may need to return whatever it was that you stole. This isn't something that, I mean, I assume I would know. I can't just cast, like, Dispel Magic on it or something stupid.
No. Dispel Magic wouldn't work.
Yeah.
That much.
Would she know if Anthus' abilities would suffice?
You may want to see a priest. However, it's magically induced, rather than sort of natural disease. So I think you should probably start with Beretta. Well, I'm assuming, like, I mean, no. You know what I'll do? I know. Let me get a second opinion. Anthus, come look, come look what I found.
It's Krat's arm.
A fucking idiot.
What if you say, "Oh my god, what is that?"
That is flesh rot. Magically induced flesh rot.
I poke it.
Could you not smell it?
Like now that you say it, I can see it.
Now that we're out of the poor district, you realise it wasn't the poor district.
Yeah.
God damn.
What did you do? Oh, you did tell me you thieved. I saw it happen. Yeah, I already said that I was gonna heal it, didn't I? Are you okay? Is it hurting you?
Is it? I'd imagine it hurts pretty bad.
It doesn't necessarily hurt as much as it's just general discomfort, as if something is prodding your skin from the inside.
I mean, that sounds.
Yeah, but it sounds and it is, but it's not painful. It's discomfort.
Does this hurt? Does this hurt? Does this hurt?
I mean, I can have some bandages that may stop your skin from falling off until Anthos can take a look.
And as you say that, from the indentures in the skin, like
God.
kind of black and brown pus is it starting to see.
Nice.
It looks like it's getting worse.
No, I was just wondering how severe it was and how fucked I was.
Can I make a medicine check to see if I can figure out how severe it is?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Give a consultation, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
You'll probably have advantage, assuming Bell is assisting with the process.
21.
Yeah.
Terminal.
It is definitely It's definitely increasing in severity. It doesn't look like he's taking any bodily harm from the disease yet, but it is definitely on its way.
With that roll, would I also know if lesser restoration is sufficient?
I would assume that would be more of an Arcana check.
Okay, I will. You know, Bella, you're really good at medicine. I would like to discuss with you the concept of using a lesser restoration. Yada yada. Can I have an assistance with rolling?
Yeah.
16. Thank you.
To be fair, you should have assisted me.
Oh yeah, that is. You know, I make mistakes often.
It's really unclear with the rule of 16. It's not. You think it might help. You know, it's kind of in the description, but seeing how it was contracted and how it's getting worse so rapidly, you're not quite sure. Bell can roll as well if you'd like.
Oh, I can do that. Why not? Let's do some things.
Yeah,
Plop.
roll some dice. Yeah.
+6.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That does beat the DC of 20.
There you go.
Tank fuck
Let's
for
go.
that.
It is more or less. It's less a spell trap, than it is a curse. A lesser restoration, in this specific case, will not help.
Oh god. I'm gonna have to give it back, aren't I?
Damn, this bitch got you good. No, sorry, no, he does not say that. Yeah. So, what do you think, Bella? What do you think, then? Because I did not come up with that.
Bell?
I don't know what I.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Alright. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Apologize.
I don't declare. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Bell.
I might be able to help you, maybe, with the old woman. However, you should probably give what you stole back. I mean, sooner rather than later, before she realizes it's gone, perhaps. Although you're probably going to have to tell her for her to remove the curse.
Do you even think she would remove the curse?
Would you?
No.
Okay, so we can. I mean, there's bound to be a. I mean, I'm assuming looking up at Anthus, you don't have a curse removal.
Maybe if I trained a little harder to the next level.
Yeah.
But not right now.
Maybe if you read some god books.
I studied in the ways of God.
I believe in God.
I believe in a thing called God.
I mean, there's bound to be a temple with somebody, but it depends if what you stole was worth it. Let's be honest.
I don't know. Out of character, is it worth it to keep? It's plus 2 DC to Kashi, or whoever else might need it, one of the mages. I don't know.
It's a pretty valuable item, like we
Yeah,
said.
exactly.
It's like 1,200 gold, I think May said.
So maybe we can go to the temple and figure out how much it costs to remove the curse, and if it's more, then we give it back, or I give it back.
That's an option for you. You know, find someone that wants to save you.
I mean, I don't have to tell them that I stole it.
Well,
tell them that I contracted this somehow.
You contracted
from a trap in the dungeon we were in.
I mean, that's entirely up to you. On your conscience be it. I mean, my medical and arcana knowledge is tapped. You know the longevity of your existence. While your skin is on your bones.
Actually, just terrifying crap. Yeah, okay, I get it.
So
that's such
you wish.
That's such a grim thing to say. You know your longevity of your existence.
Grim? Actual grim or just grimdark?
Grimdark. Jesus Christ! I've mentioned how many characters have I mentioned today? What?
From other campaigns.
Oh fuck! Yeah, grimdark. It's that
Such
is
a grim thing to say.
Yeah.
You would say it more like, your existence of your bones. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I mean, I may have something that could help you in a few levels if I do some more studying, but unfortunately not right now.
I don't know if I can wait that long.
I'm sure you'll survive. You're a strong man. And I pat him on the shoulder too hard because.
So, no.
We could try a temple, but honestly, the best thing to do would just be to commit. No, sorry. Admit your crimes.
Commit to
Just commit crimes.
I tell you what. I mean, go to the temple, see how much it costs. You could make some money. Go to the old woman. She never speaks to us again. We lose the quest and potential source of income. So maybe the temple first.
Yeah.
But you'll be doing that on your own. Goodbye.
Like a leper.
Yep. Because you stink.
Wait.
You're the Gareth of the campaign.
No, that's mean on Gareth.
That's like really big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to a temple then.
All right. The most common temple that you would know of in recent times, since the Rise to Power by Drew Big Grimrunner,
pressing
is
thing.
the Hall of Arms.
Hollow arms.
Yeah,
Say
you
hollow
don't
or hall of.
Hall of.
Okay.
I'm thinking hollow arms would be really fitting in this current situation.
I'd like to come with him and see if I can help at all, if that's okay.
I'm just following
Thank God.
Yeah.
most amount of people.
It's not that Anthus doesn't care, but he finds it I am funny the karma that's in the situation, if that makes sense. Like Anthus do be caring, so
Yep.
he wants to help.
Yep.
Kashi would follow Anthus, since he did promise to join him at a temple.
Alright.
I might as well be this one.
All right. So everyone except Bell and Iago is going to the temple. Do I got that right?
I am going home for some alone time.
Oh, hello.
Gotta
With
clean
your
up
with your four
I'm gonna go
monster
for a shower.
creatures.
I mean, I'd probably go with Bell and not to leave him alone.
All right. Okay. Krath leading the way towards the it's kind of like a central station within the common district. The temple kind of rising up much like a dome after a while. Like it's a square building, but the roof of it would be a dome, like a circular dome, with the four corners kind of melding into the dome rather than like leaving these kind of awkward pointed edges. It looks to have been some form of perhaps city hall or some other form of building of importance at some point in the past, but has since been repurposed. And as you approach what is this music?
Very
Awesome.
triumphant.
I think we leveled up.
Yeah, it sounds like you leveled up. All right.
Well, if
Oh,
it sounds like we leveled up, then we must have leveled up. It's
From being touched by the old woman.
Well, it was a very eventful experience.
Trauma experience.
Yeah.
Dear.
But we decided the
I'd like to
experience had
think
to be positive.
we've all grown as people from it, though. So
I mean, I
To
probably
be fair, Kraft's growing something.
That is very true. Very
Oh
true.
God.
And Kashi got an amazingly detailed dagger.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna be using that one for a while.
Yeah. Apologies. As you approach the kind of the double door entrance leading into this previous.
Before we enter,
Ah.
the story is that I tell to the group that's with me. Okay, so the story is that I opened the chest and got this. Nothing else. I don't want to tell the truth.
I don't remember that. When
And-
was that?
Exactly, Finn.
And this,
It's a lie.
I grin with the smile of a cheeky uncle who knows what weapons he has on his table.
Yep. And the big double doors. Above them, there to each side of the doors, there is two head of wargs carved in stone, kind of leading out from the building. And in the center, above the door, is the a circular 6 or how many is it?
55.
5 arms
Oh.
in a spiral, holding one scimitar each, going in kind of circular motion where every arm is in a kind of full, what is it called, like 90-degree angle, holding the scimitar and then going around.
So a warrior temple of some sort. Cool.
Yeah. And
Very cool.
you can, and then you tell the story and wish to enter, I assume.
Yep.
So you enter. There is, in the middle, there is just the kind of preachers. What was it called again, Finn? It's a preacher's pedestal, and there is not really a lot. Pulpit, thank you. There is a few pews and chairs and everything that people can sit down on, but generally speaking, it's a dimly lit interior. It doesn't have a lot of natural light sources coming in. All of it is from these kind of candlesticks standing on the floor. And as you enter, there doesn't appear to be anyone directly within, like, earshot or anything like that.
Guess I'm gonna like raise my voice a little and say hello. Hello. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah, it does echo, and eventually you hear in the far left, you hear a door open and close, and a half orc comes walking towards you. Yeah.
What do you say?
You here to pray or pay tribute?
I'm here with a predicament. Me and my yeah, sorry, that's me. Me and my friends, other adventurers here, we were in a dungeon, and there was a chest that needed opening, and it appeared to be trapped, and I seemed to have contracted flesh rot from the trap.
Flesh rot, you say?
Yes, and I was wondering if maybe you had means to deal with this or deal with it.
He'll walk over, kind of take what you would at this point kind of be used to. Take a closer inspection of the blisters, the pus, and like the very awful ailment that you are currently suffering from, and yeah, I think we can help you, but everything comes at a cost. I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I'd assume so. So
What are you
what's
paying gold or tribute?
gold?
Well, this should only take a moment.
Wait, how much before you, if you were?
It'd be 50 gold.
Okay. Worth it. Sorry, what?
And he moves his hands up and down your affected area, and what Anthus would recognize as a lesser restoration spell is being cast.
Oh.
Anthus, like,
we don't know how bad it's gonna be tomorrow. I'll gladly pay 50 gold for a fucking Bracers of Defense. Oh god.
We don't know if it's worked yet.
It's not gonna work.
True. Oh god.
It's not gonna work.
If it doesn't work, why should fuck.
He does it. He does it again.
Oh god.
I'll be right back. And he walks in back from the way he came.
Well, it seems like you got yourself into quite a situation.
Yeah.
Anthus turns to the others and goes, 5 gold says that he has to go and deliver it back to her.
He doesn't know anything yet. Or, I don't know. Maybe the spell has a fucking name on it or something. I don't know.
I was going to say he's going to go and get a second opinion from Beretta.
Oh, God! Please, no. Oh, my God.
You know, a few minutes pass, and eventually the same half orc comes back. This time accompanied by a kind of amber-colored tiefling who closely follows with her hands kind of folded within her robe, and then stops about 10 feet away from you, Krath. Hold
Don't
out
tell
your
me.
arm. Hold out your arm for me. And you can see the kind of subtle shifting in her cloth of her casting some form of spell. A chest, you say?
Yes.
Very well. In addition to the 50 already paid, we'll be needing an additional 350 gold pieces in order to be able to rid you of this chest-induced ailment.
Can I make a deception check or something to like figure out if she believes me or not, or does she just straight up not know that it's not?
It would be an insight check to see if she believes you.
Oh, okay. I'll insight check her, I guess.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, fairly hard to read, but she doesn't seem to be buying it.
But why didn't I make a deception check to make my lie more convincing? Or something.
Those are the questions.
Yeah. The inner machinations.
Okay.
So, the 350?
Does anyone have Wait, so
349 gold.
No, I have 222 myself, plus the platinum.
Must
I'm not there.
I haven't bought anything yet, and I only have like 89, so
I have
86. Sorry.
I have
Wait,
one
did we
platinum.
not take the share of the? I don't think I marked down the share of the money because we weren't sure if we were giving it to.
Oh, that's right. We were
Oh yeah, it was
discussing how we were
300
going to.
gold each, and then we were gonna. I don't remember.
I don't know about
I don't
if we end
remember.
up giving it to me as
Like, I
well.
have like 14 gold pieces, and I don't think Kashi has bought anything yet other than the identify spell.
Well, there was the first quest, right, where you guys cleared the house. It should have gotten 1,800 gold pieces divided by 6 since Krath wasn't getting paid. So
Yes,
that would
300
be
each, but then we bought the
yeah.
house off that.
Yeah, with 150 cost each. That is.
So they each got 200.
So yeah, that makes sense with the
Weird.
what
I
had
didn't.
in the
I didn't.
gold. Yeah,
I didn't mark
and
that
then I
down
just
at all.
I just bought the potions, so that makes sense. Okay.
Oh, I didn't mark that down at all. So okay.
Yeah. I mean, just add the 150 then.
Okay.
And the same for you, Kashi, since you didn't appear to have done it either.
Yeah. Like, Chris has not spent anything, and I don't know where the gold otherwise would have gone. Huh?
Okay. Kashi, could you help me with this, and then you can have what was in the chest?
Kashi narrows his eyes a little bit and nods.
I haven't really told you what was in the chest though, but I did.
He did
Whatever.
technically see you steal it, so he knows what's in the chest.
A pair of bracers. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So just how much you need?
I have 222, and it was 400 because apparently I'm paying for the. Oh, okay. I'm not paying for the fail spell use.
No.
Okay.
In addition to the 50 already
As the
played.
400 total.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is 400 total.
Yeah.
Do
Minus
you have...
the 50 already paid. 350.
Oh, I already paid that. Do you have 200 gold for it, so I at
I
least
have,
have something left.
I have 164 gold.
So I need like 20 gold.
I'll give
Nice.
20.
Actually, I do have 87 silver pieces.
So
How much
that's
gold
8
is that?
gold.
Oh,
So I can give all my gold plus 20 silver pieces.
I mean, if Finn was giving 20, that seems like easier math.
That's fine.
Because then I can just remove a 2 from my gold.
Yeah.
Hand of loose coins comes out again. Nothing is sorted or organized.
Kashi helps. So he gives 164 gold plus whatever Finn is offering.
Okay. So that makes 184.
And I'm giving. Oh, I'm giving 222.
I'm not sure.
So glad I'm not there. This was a very expensive venture.
I mean,
I'm so glad I
buying the
spent my
bracers would
money
be more
first.
expensive, though.
Uh,
Assuming the
Wait.
spell even works. Oh my god.
I've got 9 copper and 7 silver,
Gee.
if that helps.
you need 128 gold to make up the difference. After Krathus paid all his of 222, you need 128.
Oh,
And I
okay.
have
Wait, no,
60.
I don't have the 50 gold and another 200.
Oh, okay.
Wait, yeah, I do actually. I have 3 platinum.
Okay.
So yeah, 120 whatever.
Yeah, let's just make it easy. 128. Step up. Who's paying what? And how much?
So does that include the 164 I already gave him?
No.
No.
Okay.
You'd only need to be 128.
Yeah.
Then I give that amount.
Okay. So Finn, you keep your gold.
And I lose 250?
Yeah.
Or how much? Yeah.
Minus 128. I have 36 gold left.
Shopping episodes.
Yeah.
I like this.
Now I know why Travis hates this so much.
I like them.
The half orc accepts the gold, putting it into
Except when he's
what
buying
looks like a
rings of
purse.
fire resistance.
Yeah. And then the tiefling woman walks over, separating her arms, and traces her arms over your kind of what is exposed of your
Goo.
deceased. Yeah. And it slowly starts dissipating. It won't
This
go
guy.
away. It won't go away immediately, but we've halted the symptoms, and it should be gone within a few days.
Does she perchance see the symbol on his arm?
I'm not sure I'm showing it. Do I need to show it?
No,
No?
if
Okay.
you showed your left arm, so
Yeah.
that was that. But yeah,
Just trying to find out more about it, that's all.
so now
I mean, one day it might hurt me. I don't know.
yeah. So for all intents and purposes, 24 hours or 2 long rests, and you are completely rid of it. As of
Okay.
now, the only debilitating thing you have to you is the vulnerability. Your flesh is no longer decaying or rotting or anything like that.
So I still have my charisma?
Yeah, everything except the vulnerability.
Okay.
Is the smell still there?
No.
Yes,
Thank
it's
God.
etched
Well, I
into
mean,
his
it's gonna be there for a while, but you
Hmm.
know, couple
That's
of
the important
hours
part.
and couple of hours in a bath, and he's fine.
Feels good.
All right. Is there anything else you would require of us?
No, I think that's it. Fuck.
Very well. She gives a nod to the half orc and disappears back into the interior of the temple.
Anthus, do you know who this is a temple to?
Well, I think
Religion check.
I have no idea.
It probably to some sort of religion, but who knows?
Sometimes
Seems-
I religion. Sorry.
It doesn't. The symbol and like the I can't say that word right now for some reason.
Iconography.
Iconography. Thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily ring a bell to you.
No, they went home.
So this isn't to your deity?
I don't think so.
How many are there?
Deities?
Quite a few.
Well, he starts counting on his fingers. Oh, there's quite a few. Yeah.
Why do you only count to 5 on one hand?
I got 5 fingers. Wait, what?
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What, he has 12 fingers? What?
No, I know what you're doing, but I guess I should have taught.
Oh.
I don't know. That's a good way to do things. Thanks for teaching me. There's a lot of gods.
Oh, counting knuckles. I get it.
Yeah.
Or like yeah.
It's the reason for base 12. That's a numerical thing.
Okay.
I've never thought
Sorry.
of that before. Huh.
4, 5, 6, 7.
We just all counted our
Wait, how are you how are you getting 12?
You're not
1.
So it's 3 on each of your 4 fingers, but technically it's 14 if you count your thumb.
Ah!
Yeah, but you're counting with your thumb though, so you don't.
I know, but you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you can
God.
I'm glad you're having fun.
I'm just trying to figure this shit out.
Anyway,
Chaos crew.
Before we leave, I would like to make a donation of 5 gold to the church temple thing.
okay,
But you're
go ahead and
scared.
do that.
You'd like to do so, but you have no money.
Yeah,
I have a little bit left, so I left a little bit. But...
I think it's dumping its copper and silver at the.
Sounds
No,
like
I had 22 gold left.
And anyone else that would like to make a religion check, in case they rolled better than Mr. Anthus, feel free. Nope. Okay.
I somehow
I'm not proficient.
know
I feel like I wouldn't.
from a distance.
Oh yeah, you do.
Bells in the house and suddenly goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's this deity." Right,
I'm pretty sure Shaya's not religious, so she wouldn't care one way or the other.
What if like Belle's just talking to Jaego is just like, do you want to know an interesting fact about a random god that I'm thinking of right now?
Yeah.
This thing I read in a
love to
book,
see if
it was
the
5
Finn
hands.
So this
Finn
one,
who asked the question might actually know, but no, he doesn't know.
yeah.
That's why he asked.
Brilliant. Let's move on. With the 25 minutes we've got left of the session.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
you
Bell.
would donate a little bit of money, 3 copper and 7 silver.
All right.
Just so I don't have even numbers on my fucking sheet.
Before the tiefling woman goes, before she leaves, can I excuse me, you seem something of a learned person. I was wondering if I could ask you a question.
Sure. What can I be of assistance?
Do you
50
know
gold.
who the first emperor was?
Would I know
Are you-
that?
Are you thick?
I mean, I'm quite broad-shouldered for my people.
I love him. Oh.
He's so adorable. dude.
Literally the best.
Yeah, he is. I love
So
him.
good.
Well,
Well, that answers my question.
that would have been Yuloron himself.
Oh, and do you know where he lies?
Not exactly. It is rumored that a vast catacomb beneath the city somehow holds him, but aside from that, no one knows the entrance. All we know is that the capital, which you are now, is said to have been built upon his grave.
When you said that the catacomb holds him, I just imagine him trying to escape to the world of the living, and the catacomb is just like, no, stay there, just holding him down.
Hence Euron's end. Pretty cool.
Well, thank you very much. You've been most helpful.
You've been weird.
I've got that a lot. Recently, I'm not quite sure why.
I like you. Very well. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Have a good one. And,
I drop a
she looks really awkward and
platinum piece. In the
Dropping the big bucks over here.
yeah.
Uh,
He doesn't understand the value.
I have less of them than the rest, so clearly they're not worth as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how that
she-
works.
She does give you a very deep, grateful bow before kind of awkwardly looking between all of you and bye. And he just kind of disappears. The half orc is looking on, and yeah,
That
he
was
doesn't
really
seem
helpful.
too
That really
bothered.
got me off.
Wow.
Boiler in the house.
Mm.
Don't say that one again.
Meanwhile, Shia's like dying in a corner, just laughing.
Yeah.
Namaste, motherfuckers. Okay.
It's okay.
I'm trying to write my notes and fucking I made myself laugh with that one.
Oh god.
So, Bell, from your time in Fjorn, healing the wounded and whatever you've been up to, you do know that this is the patron deity of the Euleron Empire.
I'm not
recently-
there.
Oh, you're not?
I wouldn't have done it. No, it was a
my bad.
piss take. I'm back at the house with Yago.
Apologies. Yeah, you are. I forgot about that.
That's all right.
Well, I can
But you-
technically say that the bell knows, but
Yeah.
we would have to ask them when we get back. Hey, do you know anything with this symbol?
Yeah, do that when he gets back.
Yeah,
All right.
if, our characters
Oh,
can give us
God.
something.
I think I'm broken.
Alright. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you broken?
It's great to be back, boys. All right.
Yeah, he's stronger than I thought he would. He's very strong.
Yeah.
All right. Any other shenanigans you want to get up to, or
No, I'm
I
at
think
home.
I'm gonna go home and take a bath.
all right?
Multiple, probably.
Be careful not to scrub too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the soap's gonna burn.
Oh,
Oh,
lot.
right. Ooh.
Open wounds
True.
suck.
very gently dab yourself with a
Yeah.
with a wet sponge.
That
Stop that.
is not the kind thing he's talking about.
Yeah, obviously, but it's too much fun not to just gently dab.
Yeah, but none of our cameras are on the recording. So they're just gonna get us pissing ourselves every time.
For anyone watching in the future, we are currently all dabbing randomly.
Yeah.
On the way back, Shia is gonna mention that she wants to bring something up to them before we go back to the armor tomorrow, but it's really no hurry.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we are fucking on
Return.
one today.
Be at the end there.
I'm assuming that Yago and I have got home. And,
What are you guys
I-
up to while?
I very swiftly sort of make my excuses, and I'm like, I'm gonna just, yeah, and just, and That's it. That's all you'll see of. She's gone into her room. She'll come out later.
All right. And Yago, anything you wanna get up to while Belle is excusing themselves to a room?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but do you have anything to light the brazier? That's all I'm saying.
Fuck off.
Yikes.
Keep moving them goalposts.
But do you actually though? No, I'm joking. You have
It's
something
alright.
to light the fire. You have something to light the fire with in the kitchen. It's
I'll
fine.
help.
If anything, yeah.
You will
Burning
be on the
hands.
fire if it's the last thing I ever fucking do.
Stop being bastards.
Okay.
Chaos crew. Chaos crew.
It's alright. I'll put it out again.
Okay.
Suppose I could
My
have.
illusion is still being there.
So you put down the brass brazier and go through all the hoops and words of creating your familiar. What shape does it take?
It takes the shape of a large black raven. Well, I say large for a raven, but like a relatively small bird.
Okay.
And looks like this.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Put it over by the like that, right? I'll just
Yeah.
bloop it over you. I gotta.
That's
set
gonna
that
do
thing
my
up.
OCD in.
Yeah.
It's not in the middle.
It is also not the right size. This is a heartbreaking token, Mogo. This is an offensive token.
Good cunts.
Is that better?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Alright. Hold up.
That is a big bird.
Oh dear me.
Borb.
Borb. So what kind of bird is it?
Ravenous.
What
A
is it?
ravenous. It's a raven.
Oh,
But,
I was beginning to think ravenous was something different than a raven.
Yeah, I'm like, is that a
Thinking
thing
about
I've never heard of?
ravenous.
That's his name.
It's
Oh.
I'm ravenous. You're hungry? No, I'm ravenous. It's from
Yeah, that's how that works.
It's from the audio.
If Scott listened to the audiobook
telling you
that
about.
we bought him for his birthday, then maybe he would know.
Honestly, I'm still on the book that I started listening to before that. So.
Yeah.
I
Right,
was
we've
like-
got 15 minutes. Oh, dear.
Oh man, chaos. The lot of you.
So, assuming we're home now, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys actually noticed the interaction between me and the blacksmith, but I do want to bring something up to you. When I first got here, obviously I was appalled by the situation here, as it is absolutely disgusting. However, he did approach me and say that there is a sort of resistance going on to try to overthrow the current king and make the city better. I was wondering if this would interest any of you. God
Jesus.
damn, that's a big ass bird. I was wondering if this would
big old bird.
interest any of you. I kind of need to give him his answer tomorrow when we go back for Anthas's random ring.
That's my new magic item.
The random
Random
ring.
Anthus's random ring.
Is this something to do with the list that Jack stole?
I do not know what list you are talking about, but I feel like that was the question for the god of this campaign.
From Fourth Seal.
Wait, why does Jax care about me stealing if he stole himself? Oh yeah, because she's not a bad person. Makes sense.
Do you know what it is that he's wanting you to do? I mean, I agree that the things in this city are not working correctly. But
It I am not exactly sure. I feel like he did the correct thing and not give me too much information in case I were to report him, as I'm pretty sure resistances to a government is not exactly accepted. So I cannot say that I know exactly, but we can ask him tomorrow.
I didn't think this would come up so soon. Fuck. I don't know if Krath even wants to join the resistance. Shit.
Yeah, it's kind of the same with Kosh. He's not like anti-resistance, but I don't think he cares.
No, but it's more. I've lived here, like he's lived here his entire life. So
Well,
obviously
then
he would have an opinion, but I'm not sure what that is yet.
It's alright. I feel like we're about to end soon anyway. Have a think.
Yeah, we are.
why don't we have a sleep on it and then we'll
Yes.
Talk
discuss
about it over
tomorrow?
breakfast.
We'll come back to it in 2 weeks' time. It's fine.
I mean, I believe Shia has to go see him tomorrow, not in 2 weeks.
all I am
Fourth
saying
wall
is
breaking.
Yeah.
all I'm saying
I
is
was trying to put the photo back up.
all I'm saying is that this city is broken and twisted, and I'm curious if we could get it back on track. Possibly if it had a track to begin with. There's got to be better for people than just squalor and fighting amongst themselves, and I feel like the current emperor, as self-centered as he is, encourages this for his own gain.
It certainly used to be better here.
Oh,
Well, then
Slightly.
don't you want it to go back to even just slightly better?
America? Is that you?
Ah!
Uh, Simon, how big was the difference in how the city worked from the current emperor to the previous? Like you said, he was a lot nicer, but there still was the whole.
Yeah, I mean, Euleron has always had this strength over everything, but in the previous ruler, he was more inclined to, instead of like having an open manhunt and like eradicating the weak, he tried to, in a way, lift the weak up and assist them in order for them to make a place for themselves in Euleron without being killed, basically. More of a support system, if you will.
Basically giving everyone a chance to be strong, and if they
Exactly.
fail, that's on them.
Yeah. It was more. It was less natural selection and winner takes all, and more everyone gets a fair shot at proving themselves in the eyes of Euleron than just what the current regime is.
Okay.
So
I'll convey that, I guess, comparing it.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to hear him out. Maybe I'm not sure what we Seven can do.
I
but-
assume that they do not have a very big following to begin with, just out of pure fear. So even with 7, it might help out just a little bit.
Once again, would I know how big the resistance is in the city?
No.
Okay.
It is a size between very, very teeny tiny and another size.
I'm adding Jack's word since he had the list.
Jack has an idea, but he's not very willing to discuss any of that, and he wouldn't be forthcoming in telling you guys that either.
Okay.
About what? Sorry, I think I missed it. Zoned out.
Like he would know a bit, but you lot wouldn't know that he would know.
Okay.
He says, well, hey, my name is Jax. I have information about the resistance. Nice to meet you.
I don't know why I keep getting arrested.
That probably wouldn't be a very smart thing to do in Yullerant's end.
Now you're catching on.
We
So
may be chaotic, but we're not dumb.
So as this
Speak for
conversation
yourself.
has sort of been happening, Belle will sort of walk out. She won't be cloaked and stuff anymore. Obviously, still has a head covered with whatever they've got their head covered with.
Mm.
And we'll just sort of continue milling around, looking around. But you'll notice kind of, a slight increase of blood stain on her left-hand shoulder. It wasn't particularly there before.
Are you okay? That does not seem like it should be doing that.
Oh, I've bandaged. It's
What
Just
did
a
you
birthday,
do? Run into a blade?
you could say that. Yeah. Did anyone want me to Oh, Krath, you got your skin fixed. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Anthus looks at you and said, "They tried a Leicester restoration like an idiot." Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
They
know.
should have known that wasn't going to
Well, it
work.
was obvious, wasn't it?
I mean, did you not tell them that wasn't going to work? I bet they charged you for it too, didn't
Oh, yeah, they. I should have. I should have told them.
They charged,
I'm literally just looking down on the ground in fucking despair the entire
they?
time.
Anthus,
they charged him literally an arm.
I did warn you of that
Just to
one.
keep his legs.
This time they let him keep his legs, but I think Koshi is the reason for that.
I hate to say I told you so, but thieves never prosper.
Worked fine
And is
until
this-
worked
this
fine
coming
until I tried to
from-
steal from a mage.
Is this coming from someone who wants to steal a book? From an old lady.
That
To give
and
to another old lady. Who
return it to its
who
rightful
likes
owner.
to touch people.
who likes to touch people and has cursed Karath, but that is his own fault.
Some people
gonna
didn't.
say.
Some people didn't complain about being touched.
I got it for free. The
You got
so-
the
should we make a decision as to what we're gonna do tomorrow?
I think that would be best.
You have a lot of threads. If you'd like me to kind of recap all of your options.
Yeah, please.
At the moment,
I
we've got,
open my book.
Spellcaster in the Mountain, retrieve spellbook for Beretta,
Mhm.
and then probably whatever this one is for.
I think at least we've got to spend a day of recreation so that Krath is back on his feet.
And-
Or just avoid a fight.
we do
Be
need
nice.
we do need an answer for the blacksmith because
Yeah, we need an
she
answer
said
for
she would give him an answer. So
So And that's to
There's
join.
no harm. There's no harm investigating. I mean, you're the only one that has to go. I mean, if you decide to go in there and get the information, and you know,
Assuming
we don't
they
all
give,
need to join.
assuming
Yeah.
they give the information unless you're in.
That's true.
Your answer
Well, I
could
mean,
always.
Atlas has to go to get his ring anyway, so she.
and
that
Shia
part's
go on
gonna
a walk. You could always just answer with "you do what you want," be it to help the cause or be it to just do whatever the fuck you want. Like you're not. You can always just say that you're not against the cause, right?
Yeah.
Because that would be fair. Just like you don't have to join it, but you can always say that you're not standing in the way, and at a time that you deem right, you can come and help if that's what you want to do. You just don't want to tie yourself down, I don't think. Anther says in his low, sexy voice.
Yeah, sexy voice.
Yeah. Thanks, Noga.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
That being said, it would be a whole split the party thing if something like that did come up. And the others were like, nah. That would be interesting.
It would. We could always play resistant members for that day.
We don't necessarily have to get in too deep. I mean, let's see what's happening, and take it from there.
There's no harm in opening the door. You don't have to step through until you've seen what's inside.
Good
Except him.
Yep.
Okay, Vago. XD.
It's good philosophy for dungeons as well.
So
Unless
I think
the door's
we'll.
trapped, then it is harm.
So I'm assuming Nogo's about to call it. So with the last sort of
breaths,
I'm gonna. Anthus, you also cast spells, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Hello there. Yes, I do. What do you need, my friend?
I want to see if I can learn some of your spells. Oh.
DM?
I mean, this is a more. They're trying to understand magic.
Right. Okay.
And you do magic, so I'd like to spend some time with you to see what your magic's like.
Sure. I'm currently absolutely spent, but I'm very happy to share with you the ways that I cast magic tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm done.
14 days time.
Can also mention that Kashi would like to go up to Kraft and just say, I think it might be better if I take those off your hands now.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, of course. I
Hold on.
Yeah, I assume like
You'll take off his hands now.
Well, his arms are already fucked. He doesn't need his hands.
I mean, yeah.
Holds his sword in his mouth.
I'll be taking those. Whack. Whack.
It's like monkey's paws, but it's half orc paws. They're much better.
I'm gonna sit on my bed and use my mage hand to read through my book of shadows.
Yeah.
And I will use my wizard hand to read through my book.
And I will use my hands.
So many hands.
Are we going to bed? Are we going to bed before the session ends?
Not you. You've got no hands. You should probably see a doctor.
Hey, it's okay. I'll give them.
I can help with that.
Wait, I've got healer's kit. Can I help?
It's alright. You're spent. I've got this. It's fine. Hold on. Here you go.
Unfortunately, this stuff will work.
I got this.
Burning hands.
Cauterize the room.
I mean,
Look
that's
at No-Go, he's so fucking done.
poor No-Go.
Chaos.
Are you glad you
Chaos
created this world for us to
food.
fuck up?
It's all good, man. I got
You
you.
know what it is? It's 3 weeks of not dicking about. Built
Yeah.
built
It's all
up
come
into
at
one
once.
day, yeah. We've all missed having a space where we can dick about and have a bit of fun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
genuinely missed it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad, and I'm also glad that you've got it out of your system for Saturday.
What?
Yes, you wait.
Yeah.
I'm paying back.
Fucking warming up
Not
here.
I'm
close to
paying back.
saving it all up.
I'm paying back.